And number one, I don't want anyone to take this personally, and because this is just for me to be able to give the best performance that I can for everyone. And this goes for you, the commentary, the cameramen, and all of the fans here. If we could avoid eye contact with me.
What?
Yes, I do not. So, no eye contact. Silence! No eye contact would help me a lot. And if there's anything you'd like to ask me, take this opportunity.
All right, I'd like to know who you're going to face first here in the Nation Wrestling.
Welcome everyone once again to Wrestling's High Marks, the highest podcast ever. With your hosts, Cheez Man.
This is the Cheez Man.
I need some Kleenex or an NXT Women's title, whichever you got.
Mojo.
Mojo is here.
Listen, this is how a kid works.
And yours truly, Whiz.
Let's just call him Whiz.
I'll try not to rape for a few minutes.
Wrestling's High Marks, episode 80. I'm your host, Cheez Man, joined along with...
Why did I think it's number 79? Am I a dumbass?
I don't know, I hope so.
I missed
Hopefully I'm not
It must
doing
be us
I
getting
missed
so
my
old
chance to
and
do my
seeing that
Wu-Tang
out.
gag where it says, let's take it back to 79. Shit.
that. So, lead into the show again?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Wrestling's High Marks.
Wait, no, you don't have to because you said the right
80.
number.
Yeah, I know. I thought you just wanted a fresh recording.
No, you're fine. I'm sorry. All that's
Okay.
still going to stay, though, because this is all just me being totally inept and useless in every aspect of my life.
Ignorant!
Change it!
I'm going to be ganging up on me on the Daniel Bryan drops now. What the fuck? I ain't got time for all this shit.
So you do want me to lead in again?
Yeah, go ahead. Once you can breathe
Let me
again.
recover. Okay. Had to compose myself.
And finally, Cheez.
Wrestling's High Marks, episode 80. I'm your host, Chester Cheeseman, joined along with...
Mojo.
And I'm Whiz. Okay, now listen up, everybody. We're going non-WWE. We'll call it an experiment or whatever. I mean, you guys can talk about it or whatever, but I'm just not going to watch it for a few weeks and see how I feel about my life with just watching NWA and NXT.
Yeah, so to clarify, it's non-WWE, but we're still keeping NXT in it. So.
Yeah, I guess I should have specified. That's my fault.
No, it's whatever.
Yeah, I got us all way off topic. I apologize. We're doing the NWA POWERRR watch-along again. I think we're going to do it all the time or as much as we can unless they do some weird scheduling thing on us like MLW did.
Yeah, even then, I think we'll still fit it into our schedule, because, I mean, they air on Tuesdays as it is now, so...
This is kind of my favorite shit, you
like-
know? I mean, I could really just keep watching this and enjoy it. Everyone does great at what they're supposed to be doing.
Wednesday is my favorite right now, but I can really see if NWA keeps on going, that Tuesday night is getting up there with being one of my favorite wrestling nights.
I really did enjoy it, man. I'm like, this is just... I love this.
With the combination of NWA and then AEW Dark.
All right.
It appears that Dave is trying to talk to you in the chat room. He said, Wiz, did you happen to check your fucking DMs?
Oh, no, I didn't. I'm sorry.
And he said, well, okay.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I have to check my DMs right now because I know what he's talking about. He's going to join us for this watch-along, and we fucking spaced out because we're busy guys.
Yeah, you're a bad person.
What, me? What the fuck? Wait, it's just me?
Dave on?
Yep.
That's
You were
right,
setting it up.
because you
talking
guys
about it
reminded me
earlier.
all them times, didn't you, you motherfuckers? All right, I'm going to stop
Yep.
recording.
And now, our feature presentation.
Souper Party. Souper Party. Souper Party. Souper
Oh, hi guys, thank you for having me. All right, now I don't mean to start out the wonderful Wrestling High Marks podcast, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is number 79 or number 80? 80. Are you sure it's not 81?
I see what you did there, boss.
You got it? Okay,
Certain.
because I'm not only here to entertain, I'm also here to inform.
We needed help from an outside guy to clarify what episode we're doing on our own show. I just want to point that out to everyone. Welcome to the show, Papa Dave. It's an honor, sir, and this is going to be a lot of fun to watch NWA Power with you.
Yeah, I am going to set that up now. Let me see where we're at here. Okay. I can just reduce that down to nothing.
Now, last week when we did this, I had my notes and I kind of spoiled everything if anybody had not watched it yet, so I'm not going to do that. I'll try to make the comments more timely.
Good, because I didn't get a chance to watch it this week, so I'm actually putting my eyes on it for the first time.
You're going to love the closing segment, dude. You really didn't watch it?
Yeah, I really didn't watch it. I didn't.
Get ready to
fucking
pop,
find time
baby.
this week.
Get ready to pop.
I think this was an episode to introduce you to more of the roster.
Good.
I don't care about that. I care about the last segment. It was fucking awesome.
I thought the whole show was awesome.
Well, yeah, me too. But again, no spoilers.
Okay, I have a confession to make.
What's up?
This viewing of episode 2 of NWA POWERRR will be my third viewing.
Nice.
Nice.
Guess
I
what?
haven't done that
It'll be my third viewing too.
Man, this
It'll be my second.
I haven't done this to a wrestling show, and I don't remember how long, but I watched it, and I had to watch it again.
Fucking tell me about it, dude.
What do you mean?
I'm with you. I love this shit.
It
has rewatchability.
And it's for me, there's just a tremendous level of comfort in watching a studio wrestling show. I'm not going to say nostalgia, because they're really playing on the nostalgia thing right now.
Oh, for sure.
But because it's something that I'm familiar with from as far back as the 70s, studio wrestling, I have no problem with it. It looks perfect to me. It doesn't look like a gimmick. It doesn't look like they're trying to cash in on anything. It just looks like a good idea.
It looks like they're doing exactly what they're trying to do. And you know why I really love it? Because I don't feel stupid for having watched it after watching an episode.
Yeah, I don't fucking sit there and berate myself afterwards. Like, why did I just waste my fucking time on that?
2 hours on SmackDown, 3 hours
like,
on Raw, and maybe one cool thing happens, maybe per show. I can't do it like that.
One episode, and a guy that I had never heard of before in my life, in one episode, becomes one of my favorite wrestlers in all of wrestling.
There you go.
Joe Cephas.
It's about characters.
Just love that character.
It's about
and he
characters.
plays that chicken shit heel to perfection, and he reminds me so much of a guy that would have just been in the heyday, like late 80s in the NWA.
Well, is that Mojo speaking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. I think this is the first time you and I have ever been on anything, and it is a tremendous honor to be here with you and meet you, Mojo. I met both these other schlubs. This is a special occasion. First time here with the magnificent Mojo, the wonderful Mojo. Mojo.
Mojo!
Mr. Mojo. Mr. Mojo.
Indeed.
Yes.
I think what he's saying is Mojo needs to make an appearance on the WNC show.
All right, everybody got their watch-alongs queued up? I'm ready for this shit. I'm excited, man.
Okay. Are you hitting it from the open screen?
Yeah, so we'll have 3 minutes of countdown here.
Yep.
With all the Twitter.
Okay.
Oh, and I also highly recommend turning the captions on because it can often be fun.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you said that.
It can be very funny sometimes.
All right. Everybody set it 000?
Yes, sir.
I'm 001, so.
All right, well, then you can count an extra second, Dave.
Got it.
Because we're going to start it.
Hey, nobody told me there'd be math involved in this.
Don't worry, we're
Sorry,
stoners. It's not going to be super hard math. It's literally 0 plus 1, so we'll give you a minute, and when you're ready, let me know.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Say stoner math is 2/8 make a quarter, 4 quarters make an ounce.
Hey, now.
All right, let's go ahead and get this shit started in 4/18, 4/19, 4/20.
Terrific.
Hey, it opens up with a tweet I did not see because it's from a fuckface that I'm blocked by.
You got blocked.
Oh, wrestling days.
So, are we going to even discuss NXT over this? Or you just want to worry about that after this is over?
No, I wanted to fully
Okay.
watch
All right,
and
then I'll
commentate on the NWA.
need these notes right now. I'll put this over here.
Even Corey Graves.
I still print things out on pieces of paper. I'm like 100 years old, man.
I still write things in notebooks.
All right, yeah, dude. I mean,
I did one before we first started the show, and I got lazy and just started using the notebook in my phone.
and then he got lazy
I
and
went
just
even lazier.
quit
use
taking
voice to
notes.
text.
And then he got lazy and quit watching wrestling. All right,
Yeah, it's been a downward spiral. Apathy's a bitch.
won't be long. He won't be doing the podcast anymore.
How dare you be a working man?
I know, right? Ooh, I got a family to support. Yeah, this fucking guy.
Oh, man.
A loser.
Me too.
Dusty
I'm
Rhodes
into
must be
Joe
rolling over in
Smith's
his
power.
motherfucking grave.
Hey, Cheese Man, you haven't watched any of this
None of it.
at all.
Not a moment.
Well, then you're gonna get a nice opening woohoo too. Then
Man, that's gonna be really good to hear, because she's gonna get it fresh and like
Yeah.
a fresh eye.
I love it.
I mean, I already know Sandow's in it.
Oh well, fuck.
I seen that on Twitter before Mojo put up whatever that was in the room a minute ago.
I saw all sorts of like Sandow was like totally back into this because he started actually putting stuff on Twitter too.
Anybody listening at home, when he comes out, I suggest cranking the volume up so you can actually hear the promo. He's pretty fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, anybody who watched Damian Sandow knows he can cut a fucking good promo.
Well, good.
WWE fucking threw that dude away for what reason? Nobody really knows.
Now that you know, and I'm not spoiling anything, I got a moment to. He's one of the guys where when I was watching wrestling to kind of catch up a couple years ago, I think it was on Hulu or maybe Netflix at the time, I forget which one. He's one of the guys where I was like, hey Chad, whatever happened to Damian Sandow? Because he
Yeah.
was awesome and then he was just gone. So I was
Yep.
super happy to see this guy come walking out. And then the promo, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This is
They
gonna
have
be
good
awesome.
wrestlers in the company.
And we missed our moment of silence because the Lord's tweet was just on the screen.
No, The Rock.
The
Yeah.
Lord's.
That was pretty sweet that he actually fucking
That was. I thought
gave
that
it
was
love.
cool. Yeah, Johnny and I talked about that for a second. I thought that was cool.
Jim Cornette
I
retweeted the
hadn't
shit out of
realized
that.
that he started in Memphis.
On Channel 5, baby.
Yeah, he was Flex Cavana.
I remember that. Flex Cavana with
Yeah.
a V.
Not to be confused with Colt
Colt
Cabana.
Cabana. Yeah, that's a different guy.
Entirely different.
Entirely
just showed-
different.
They just showed my boy Josephus.
Yeah, they got all kinds of talkers in this company. The fucking Anderson can lay down a promo too.
The fuck yeah.
Or Kennedy, whatever the fuck he's going at.
It's
Going at.
Mr. Ken Anderson.
Yep, that's what he was in Impact.
Yeah.
And it's really refreshing, man. They're putting their best foot forward. They're putting their talkers and their, they're guys that are recognizable, whether you've been on this TV or that TV or the other TV.
Yep.
They're just letting them march out there and do their thing. I think that is just so cool. So fresh.
That's what I'm liking about both of the newer wrestling is that the unscriptedness and the freshness of
Fuck was that
them
noise?
being able to actually be behind their character.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, and the noise, if you hear like a little ding like that.
Yeah.
That one.
Oh, Mike, stop. Please stop. It's our messenger.
Okay.
Mike's giving a blow-by-blow of something. I'm not reading it.
Don't say stop. He'll do it more just to fuck with you. Well, if he's listening to us anyway, which I'm sure.
Oh, he ain't.
No, Mike's busy. Mike's always busy. See? Good Lord, him and Johnny, they're the bane of my existence. I love them so much.
Oh shit! I just looked in the chat and hopefully we did wait long enough. Wait, hold on. Kay, ready. So I believe Scott's watching it with us.
She is so hot. This lady right here
Yeah, Camille. She's hot as fuck, but she sucks at showing emotion. Not doing anything.
I think that's her deal.
It is. It's
think, you know,
her gimmick. We learned this
like,
later.
in-
It's for sure her gimmick.
Yeah, like they're in that interview segment, you find out that
In fact, that's
She's not allowed to emote.
That's what Cheez Man is gonna love. That's what I was fucking talking about. Wait till you see her interview segment. It's fucking fabulous, dude. Spectacular. I
She
like
hasn't
love
gotten
the
to
character
that
now.
class in the acting seminar yet.
It's very funny. All
She
right.
hasn't got to emoting.
Maybe
But yeah, she's fucking gorgeous. That's for damn sure.
Delicious.
Oh yeah. The other reason I recommend having the volume up during Aaron Stevens' promo is because the crowd hollers a funny thing at him, but I don't want to ruin it. But you have to hear the crowd guy. It's great.
I do like Eli Drake. He did the shit.
I like him more as a talker than a wrestler sometimes because he can be really funny.
Ricky Starks. He looks familiar, but
You mean
and there's Colt
you mean
Cabana.
Ricky Henderson? He's doing Ricky Henderson. I'm telling you, he's doing a Ricky Henderson impression. It's fucking brilliant.
The baseball player.
Yep. Have you ever heard him in an interview? He
Like
should
the
have been a
EA of,
wrestler, dude. He
athletics.
fucking hilarious. One hell of a promo, they'd say.
I do remember Ricky Henderson. Now, shortstop, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
You still hold the record for most stolen bases?
I don't know if he holds the
Man, when
record
they
for
had
most
that
stolen
amazing
bases, but I
team
know he
with,
holds
like-
the record for most lead-off home runs. I don't think anyone's ever going to touch that.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Mark McGuire and Jose Canseco that they's had at, and they were like,
Yeah,
Yes.
back in the steroid era.
Yep. And that catcher guy they had hit a bunch of home runs that year, too. What was his name? Steinbach. That was a home run hitting team that year, man.
Yep, Ricky Henderson still has the record for the most stolen bases with
bases.
1,406.
How about, does he still have the record for leadoff home runs? He almost has to. No one's even close to him.
The closest one to him for fucking stolen base, he's at 1,406.
Oh,
the
shit,
closest one to
here
him
it
is
is.
Lou Brock with 938.
Wow. Okay, here you go, man. Turn your volume
Yep.
up if you can.
Unmute it.
I mean, even if they hear it on the show a little bit, it's fine. People are watching, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. I got to turn down low. I'll just let it run low like this.
He's...
Hello, David, and hello, Atlanta.
Where the fuck that come from? That was some loud shit.
WN.
It must be Dave.
If you like.
Hello, NWA. Well, look, it's no secret for the last 2 years I've had a lot of success in film, television, theater, and pretty much out west. And part of that required me to
I don't
leave
remember any success.
the sport. Hang on. Leave the sport that I love. I'm not finished yet. Now, in that time,
That's what she said.
that the NWA was back. I heard a rumor that studio wrestling was back. I heard a rumor that finally professional wrestling is back. So I'm here to announce that I am back. Now,
One hell of a podcast, isn't it?
I've kind
But this
of
is great,
brought
though.
my as a performer, and as an individual. So before we get things going, I just want to just lay out just how I've changed in order to kind of keep the relationship going. And number one, I don't want anyone to take this personally, because this is just for me to be able to make the best performance that I can for everyone. And this goes for you, the commentary, the cameramen, and all of the fans here.
Watch this dude that's doing the interview.
Avoid eye contact.
Now listen to the crowd guy.
Yes, I do not Just no. Stop laughing. I don't do that anymore. I am a serious thespian. Thank you. So, no eye contact. Silence. Contact. would help.
Don't look at him.
Like to ask me, take this opportunity.
All right, I'd like to know who you're going to face first here in the National Wrestling.
Someone in the crowd. Don't look at him. I love it.
We all know which one I am. When I want a co-star, when I want a supporting cast, I'll let you know. You're welcome.
Okay.
They love me. They really love me.
All right, yeah.
Nice.
I really
Cool.
did enjoy all of
Loved
that.
it.
Yep.
We'll stop that foolishness.
And here's Ricky Henderson. Well,
You
Fucking
might
Trevor
know it.
Murdoch, what?
Yep,
Yeah, Trevor Murdoch's back, baby.
Oh my god, I gotta
that
look
was
at him.
another nice surprise.
dude, this match is great, man. It's
Dude,
a
he was
professional
like
wrestling match.
looking in his 20s. He's so fucking.
Well,
much
that's how
more
he ended up with
grizzled
his
looking
name. He
now.
looks like fucking Dick Murdoch. His namesake, as it were.
He definitely looks like a corn-fed, down-home boy. That's for fucking sure.
I really like this match. I really like all the matches on both episodes, actually, so far. There hasn't been anything stupid.
I loved fucking the opening promo. That was great.
Mm-hmm.
The dude's a hell of a talker.
Don't look at him!
This show's headed for greatness.
I agree. Who was it who tweeted that we all need to do whatever we can to get everybody to fucking
Wasn't
check
it
this shit
Draper?
out?
Draper. That was Draper.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was Draper,
Well-
and then Dave commented on it. That's right.
Yeah, and I said,
He's
yeah,
right. We need
100%.
to come together on that and do whatever we can do. He's exactly right, because this is the best wrestling to me. I mean, overall.
Yep.
And of course, NXT. With
Yeah, I
a
haven't-
wink
there's
and a
a
nod
couple
to
of shows
NXT.
There's a couple of shows here in the family that I gotta listen to still to see, get their reactions and see what they think of it. But so far, I think everybody's a fan. I don't know anybody who's not a fan of the NWA so far.
I really haven't heard anybody say a lot, and I heard one of you guys earlier talk about it, and I know that wrestling fans can get a little dark and heavy,
Yeah.
and
Well, I said
nobody
that.
got that way over this. I know a lot of it has to do with the nostalgia.
Yeah.
Everybody's really soaking that part up. I'm kind of over it already.
Isn't that just the older people, though? I mean, the people that have never watched anything like this ever are still also not hating it.
Right.
Because somebody like me who happens to be on YouTube and sees something about NWA wrestling, and you go, "Oh, I used to watch that way back in the day," and you turn it on here, and oh my God, they're in a studio. Look
Yeah,
at
and
it.
how can you get mad when you're seeing Santa Claus for the first two episodes in the front row watching?
Exactly. Nobody gets mad at Santa Claus.
Exactly.
You have to be like a demon or something.
Well, one year I didn't get a pony. I was pretty pissed.
Oh well.
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody putting it down. That's for sure. I haven't seen it getting talked about a whole lot though. Like here and there. Like obviously in our little group, but like outside of the group, just random ass people I see on Twitter, I'm not seeing a whole lot of people talking about it. And it's like, why isn't this getting more attention? Everybody's still focused on this bullshit between WWE and AEW. Meanwhile, like fucking NWA's kind of snuck in the back door, like, hey, check us out.
Well, and the thing is, right now that seems, everybody's been wanting a wrestling war, and they finally got one. And this one's just kind of not. It's not living up to the wrestling war reputation.
Well, yeah, because wrestling as a whole doesn't have the fan base that it did back in the day.
We're quickly finding that out, man.
Yeah, and I mean it's indicative by the numbers they're drawing on Monday night. I mean, they're doing okay. Don't get me wrong, they're doing okay.
There's not a wrestling boom going on right now. There's just more wrestling options. The numbers are pretty much, if you add them up, it's the same amount of wrestling fans.
Yep.
Okay, now I am looking at something here, and this is interesting to me. If you look back at episode 1 of this particular show on YouTube,
Uh-huh.
I think they're at 500,000 views. This one's up to $250,000.
It's
Yeah.
got to be more than 500,000, really.
For YouTube, that's pretty good. I mean, one of my other favorite show, MLW.
Yeah, so
They do
MLW is
decent
not pulling
numbers,
numbers like that.
They maybe do a third of this.
Yeah.
Probably
I
not
mean,
even that, honestly. Probably not
dude,
even that.
This, I mean, right now, if they just keep doing what I'm kind of getting ahead of myself on it, but if they just easily keep doing what they're doing, I thought this was classy.
I love this.
If they just keep doing what they're doing and don't try to get cute, they can honestly be, I'm not going to say they're going to be the biggest wrestling show on quote unquote TV, but they can truly be a player.
They're going to have a giant cult following is what it's going to be. I mean, and I don't see them changing up. This is what they're trying to do, and they're doing it exactly right. They don't need to get cute at all. I think just keep doing this. Just keep doing this, please.
I think with their eye to detail, making the interview stage look so much like the stage from back in the day, little new details like that tell me that they're doing exactly what they're going for.
Exactly. Yeah. There you go. Now I've got one just teeny tiny little bitch, just a teeny tiny little one.
I'm
What
listening.
POWERRR. What exactly? I mean, what are we supposed to do with that?
That is weird.
Is it like POWERRR or just a more continuous power?
Yeah, it's just supposed to drag out power.
Here's why that's a good question, because that's actually a genuine, really good question. Because the way the logo looks, it just has like a 80s look, and you're like, okay, I see what you're doing there. But then
I'm wondering if it's
online
supposed
everywhere,
to,
they have on the extra R's. So it's like that's how they're spelling it. So how do you pronounce
looking
it?
at the design, I think that they're almost going for that echo effect.
Right.
So that shadow R is supposed to be like power.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And see, in my head, I hear it in Big E's voice. NWA power!
Colt Cabana and his prize partner.
I'm surprised to see Colt in this.
He was the United States champion before James Storm.
Oh, okay.
Yep. That is correct, sir.
He was also the NWA world champion before they were like anything on the wrestling scene. When it was a belt, and they just kind of passed it guy to guy.
Yeah, it was like a traveling roadshow kind of thing.
Yeah, him and Adam Pearce had like a program over the NWA title.
Yeah.
And that's when it went to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Dave Lagana, Billy Corgan. It moves. Corgan buys the NWA. Now we have what we have. The serendipity is so thick. It's like bathing in syrup. It's wonderful.
This guy is coming across as such a douche tool.
Oh, you talking about Joe Gallen?
Yeah. I am an award-winning broadcast journalist.
He is professional wrestling's new Gordon Soley.
I'm just reading the subtitles, so I can't hear him here, but it's like just some of the things I'm catching.
But he's supposed to be a square. That's what his gig is.
He's Gordon. Okay. He is another Gordon Soley. He doesn't get too excited. He pronounces his words very clearly and clipped and professionally. He's a professional guy, and
Oh shit!
That's
Some
just
people call that milquetoast.
Did they have a pay-per-view last night? Is that what I just seen a commercial for?
Oh, they're gonna have one in December.
Oh, okay. I swear it said this Saturday night, or tickets go on sale this Friday or something. I don't know. I was about to say, fuck, is that up on the internet somewhere? Can we find that? Oh, there's Colt.
Boom Boom Cabana.
Hey.
Hey, how's you doing? How you doing? CM Punk sued me. I'm here to try to get some money. I'm broke. CM Punk ripped me off. Thanks, bro.
Oh, is that the elephant in the room that they're talking about?
Hey. Enough of this. I will not be involved in CM Punk chat on a podcast. No thanks. There's enough of that.
Oh, you that much against CM Punk, are you?
Oh no, it's just he's not coming back. So let's just not keep talking about
well,
it.
yeah, we're talking about him.
Hey,
not-
do you know
him
Fox
coming back.
Sports information that I don't?
Yep.
They decided no on him.
I watched an episode of WWE Backstage and he wasn't on it.
That was
Shut
not
up.
the official first one.
Yes, it was.
Okay then.
You living in a
Okay,
fantasy.
You're ruining my shtick.
There you know. Here we go, Mr. Anderson.
Anderson.
There he is.
Also
I read
known
Cold Slip
as
and it looked like he said, "Holy shit."
Crash Holly's dad.
That should be Yuck's favorite wrestler. I did some Green Bay.
Is he?
Yep.
Yeah, Mr. Anderson.
What the fuck is the Academy School of Professional Wrestling? That's not a good name. The Academy School.
Yep. The Academy School.
No,
It's like
it's
fucking.
it's supposed to be a little more dramatic. The Academy School of Professional Wrestling.
I forgot the dramatic pause. That's my fault.
See, that's what that little. See, that there's a little space right under his tits. That's the pause. You just got to look for it closely, but it's there.
Unless you're looking at Kofi Kingston's chest.
I went
There's nothing
to
there.
the College of the University of
I don't
Michigan.
like looking at Kofi Kingston's chest. It's like, what the fuck is going on there?
Okay, am I
Something's
talking
wrong.
look, just to make sure, am I talking to any Wolverines?
Not really.
Not
Oh, no.
really.
No.
I only act like one to every now and then argue with Cheese Man a little bit, but it's more
I'm
for
saying,
comedic value. He's a
I'm
Spartans
currently
guy.
sipping coffee out of my Spartans mug right now, so.
Michigan State.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah,
You-
not a fan of the blue and yellow.
Cheese Man was always a
That
little
one
off.
guy. Weird enough that one guy on the team that we know is going to lose
His name's Cheeseman.
is
Yeah.
Kingston.
Oh,
Has the last name Kingston.
I thought
Yeah,
you.
so-
Oh, okay, yeah, my bad, dude.
Thought you were segueing into Michigan having the place or the long snapper with last name Cheeseman.
Me too.
Oh.
Because there's a Wolverine whose name is Cheese Man. It's great.
It's Cameron, isn't it? Cameron Cheeseman.
Cameron Cheeseman. Yep.
Yeah.
And he looks like a tool.
You a Longhorn, Dave?
In the Longhorn / Aggie thing, yes, I'm a Longhorn.
Okay.
In the greater scope, I grew up in Houston, so I was always a University of Houston Cougar guy.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to help you out here, Dave. In the future, if anyone asks you, if you're a Longhorn, you say, well, that's what the ladies tell me. That's one you can have for free. But the next one's going to cost you. That's how I get you hooked.
Best 4-minute ride you'll ever have, babe.
It'll be the most amazing 1 to 2 minutes of my life.
Oh, goodness gracious. Shiver me timbers.
Oh.
And
Mr.
that's
Anderson.
that's young Jordan Kingsley in the ring getting his ass kicked by Ken Anderson.
Yeah, I see that.
Dude, they had Pele kick.
Oh, it's
yeah,
Kingsley. I thought it was Kingston. It's Kingsley.
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn you, Mojo.
It's Kofi Kingsley.
Kofi Kingsley.
ah!
He's actually a little better built than Kofi.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
has
he's
like
actually got a chest.
He's
Mine's
got
something that says
pectoral
Team
muscles.
Champions to Rock Express.
This guy actually
And,
did a curl or
cash
two.
in.
Damn.
You know, for all the shit that's talked about him, when he does it, Cole Cabana can wrestle.
Yeah.
I
This
don't
is,
really know anything about him. I've never seen him ever in the ring ever until
It's because
this.
of most of his career's been all in ROH.
Aha.
Yeah.
Well,
I think this might be the first time I've seen him wrestle. Shit.
The one time I got to see him, it was in like an 8-man tag. But me and the grandkids went to an ROH show down at the convention center here in Arlington. And I thought he was pretty good. I mean, he did some of his stuff. And being an 8-man, you know, it was real quick, bang, bang, wave to the people, get my hat.
Just realized Ken Anderson kind of let himself go a little bit, huh? That side view wasn't doing him any favors.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't say his name twice. He has to say it 3 times. Anderson. One more chin. Anderson.
Well, he's been living that academy lifestyle.
Only the finest.
Yeah, here at the Academy School of Wrestling, we don't worry about punk-ass little sit-ups. We just work on wrestling moves here at the Academy School of Wrestling.
He does everything in 3, including 3-course meals.
I still have a hard time whenever I see him not
I like the 3-course
instantly
meal joke.
thinking Magnus instead of
Yeah,
Nick
I'm
Aldis.
lucky. I have no idea who Magnus is.
Magnus.
And I'm kind of in the same boat because when I started here a few years back, I even more than a few years, when he was the champion,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was watching TNA, and when it became Nick Aldis, it was okay, but you'd see him and go, "Oh, there's fucking Magnus."
Yep.
Yeah, I know that
Oh,
guy.
geez, man, you have to turn the volume up now. You're gonna shit your pants. Waffles and tire irons.
Carney.
Wrestling.
Oh, Jesus. Johnny just got the biggest fucking hard on for this.
It's hilarious.
Oh, Delta 88 Oldsmobile. Find 2 things: waffles, tire irons. Closed caption calls him Tony Farley. Oh.
Gold.
Tony Farley.
Organic, gluten-free.
You'd have more fun eating the tire iron.
Jesus Christ.
It's great, isn't it?
By
Oh, this
Telefunken Tony City. What?
fucking closed caption is hilarious.
I told you. Told you, dude.
Oh, my God. Oh, now this is pretty good. There's a highlight from last week.
Homicide not looking too good these days.
Yeah, he looks like Homicide's like uncle who's been drinking heavily. He's wearing the wrong NWA shirt, by the way.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, it's NWA, but it's the wrong one.
That's not our logo, you drunk bastard.
Oh, shit, I just noticed that. Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, hey, he's pretty damn close.
Yeah, what's with the T-shirt? It means National with Attitude. What's the problem? What'd you think I was gonna say? All right.
I like Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, he's a hell of a promo.
He's
And-
like a fucking angry Vince Vaughn.
And he's like legitimately like a scary looking guy. Even if he's not ripped, he looks like a guy who would kick your ass anyway because he's from the streets, bitch.
So he kind of looks like an angry gangster fucking Vince Vaughn.
I think you said that before, and I agreed wholeheartedly.
I don't think I've made that comparison before, but maybe.
See, she's got double pinkies up, so you know that she's classy even without the championship.
I know that girl in the blue about to get her ass whooped.
You are correct, sir. That's a good guess.
Just look at her compared to fucking, was it Allison?
Yeah, this is
Allison
Allison K.
Did I
Your
just say Ashley? The girl for Ashley
NWA.
Box. Her name's Ashley Box. Really?
Yeah, actually.
Oh my god, that's
Hey, wait a
hilarious.
second.
Fox.
What ass?
Oh, Fox. Okay.
Ashley Box has no ass.
Yeah.
She's assless.
It's
Okay, Fox. It was saying Box on the
It's-
subtitles. I'm like, oh my god, is her last name really fucking Box?
It's Vox with a V.
Oh, I hope it says that. No, it's Ashley Fox on here.
Yeah, it showed.
Yeah, on the closed caption.
Yeah, she really does not have no ass. It's just like legs and then a back.
Okay, after this, I don't have any more notes because I didn't watch the main event twice, and I guess I was fucking distracted or busy, or I forgot. I don't know. So, I have nothing further to say on the subject. I'll be back in 25 minutes.
No, you don't get to take a break, motherfucker.
Damn it! All right, I'll stay. I almost got away with that shit.
He's like, I really want to go rub one out.
If it wasn't for you darn kids,
I mean,
would have gotten away with it.
you don't know how much I like chicks with no ass. I need some private time.
Hey, we can kid all we want. We have just established this chick's gimmick as assless Ashley Box.
Oh,
$1 million idea.
Assless.
damn.
Assless Ashley Fox.
It's $1 million idea.
She's gonna prove to you she doesn't need enough butt in her shorts to beat ya.
And in this corner, Ashley Flatback Box.
She's an MMA artist, or she does MMA. Ah, fuck! I forgot I was gonna go with that.
Me too.
Yeah, I lost it.
Let's give it up for
everything.
Ashley
All right, let's
Fox.
talk.
This is the first time she's gotten up off the couch in 12 years, everyone.
And then she just got kicked in the fucking corner. Oof.
In the corner.
Well, it's true. She has no ass, but she's got the boobs to match, so there's that.
We've got a picture here. Is this Kofi Kingston's chest or Ashley Fox's butt?
When we
Which
get
one
Ashley,
is flatter?
when we get Ashley Fox's ass on the side of a milk carton, like, have you seen me?
If you say yes, we know you are a liar.
Have you seen my career?
Oh, I think you're gonna find it right about. Oh,
It's probably in the same place as your ass.
And the champion, her name is Allison Kay?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I wanted to put a name to the big, thick, healthy body I was
Amazonian beauty.
Do what?
Now, is it-
Amazonian
she's-
beauty.
Is it that she's that big, or is it that fucking the other chick's small?
That's a good question.
There may be a nice balance here. I can see a little thickness in old Allison here. She's a lovely young lady.
She certainly is. I know nothing about her. I'd never heard of her until this.
Yeah, I mean, at least this little chick can wrestle.
Yeah.
Give her that. She ain't got no ass, but she makes up for it with her wrestling ability.
Which is a thing I'm fine with, by the way. I'm tired of chicks ended up on wrestling TV because of what they look like and then putting on terrible, terrible matches. And that looks
Right.
like it hurts a lot.
That is
Yeah,
a finisher.
really like that finisher. It almost looks like a reverse of AJ Styles Clash, like a reverse Styles Clash.
Somebody else used to do that, I want to say. I can't remember who. I want to say Victoria for some reason. No, Victoria had him facing the other direction. Never mind.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Oh, I just noticed that her face is in the middle of that title.
Now it is Ashley Box. Gone from Box.
I see what you did there.
This is
No, it's on the
tremendous.
closed caption. It actually says Ashley Box.
Yeah, that's what the first time I seen it, it said box.
Make your poo-poo face, Ashley. Make your
Ashley Box.
poo-poo face.
So many different names for box.
There it is. There's your poo-poo face.
You got beat by Ashley Pussy.
Did you say Ashy?
Yeah, Ashy Pussy.
Jesus.
There's a James Storm coming through. You might want to stay out there.
And then there's this commercial again that has the "It's Still Real to Me" guy on it.
And why every time I see Robert Gibson from the Rock and Roll Express, no matter where he is on my screen, I feel like he's watching me with one eye or the other.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's got his eye on you. Kinda.
And me too.
It creeps me out. He always feels like he's looking at me.
I've got my wall eye on you.
Start calling him the iguana.
No one's ever going to listen to our show again. You know that, right?
Nope. Dave probably just hung up.
Right, he's like, you sons of bitches.
I'm still here. I'm listening to you guys. You're marvelous. You're beautiful.
He's like, this fucking Robert Gibson you're making. He's a goddamn prince among men.
Show some respect, goddammit. How dare you?
Dude, he does have one of those weird lazy eyes.
Do you have any idea how huge his wiener is, and we're sitting here in judgment of him?
With the kind of career that the Rock and Roll Express had and their life in the 80s, do you think a little joke like that is going to affect Robert Gibson's ego? No.
I don't think so
we
at all.
We know where
no.
Robert Gibson's been in the 80s, and we could only have had hoped that for our teenage years.
Yeah, we know exactly where he was in the 80s. In some pussy.
You caught my drift.
I did.
Indeed. Aw, shit. Sorry about your
James
dad.
Starr, here he comes.
Did I really say that?
Yep.
Yes, you did. I like the title. It's actually the fucking country. It's the United States Championship. That's what it should fucking look like. Huh.
The only thing I don't like about it is it looks a little on the light side. Like maybe make the metal a little bit heavier, thicker looking.
Yeah.
It looks like he made it himself or something. At
could've,
home out back in the shop.
They could have put the full circle around it with like a background, too. Like, have the country, but you can still, finish the fucking circle on it so it looks like a complete belt, because it does look kind of like it's missing something.
Yeah, it looks light to me too. It looks like it's, well,
It looks like the
I
metal
guess would be the
curling
word.
up.
It looks cheap. It looks a little cheap to me. I'll say it out loud. There it was.
Yeah, look at the end of
they
it. It
need
looks like
to
the
save
metal's
that
curling
money
up.
up because
Name's
of their
lifting.
main championship had to be 10 pounds.
Yeah.
They got a deal for that.
I can really tell not getting that pony that one Christmas really affected you. Really had some impact on your life. I get it now.
No pony for Whiz.
It wasn't a good day. I'm glad we're talking about it still.
That's right. We'll do a little X-Lax for the soul.
Fuck Santa. Fuck Santa up his fucking snowy ass, all right? I got a
Damn.
North Pole for you right here,
Damn.
motherfucker.
You got it. High marks right now. Willoughby just turned heel.
What the fuck is Willoughby?
Nobody
yeah.
knows who Willoughby is on this show. Because
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys
and
remember
he
to call
turned
me the
heel a
right
long
name.
time
I'm the one
ago.
that breaks fucking kayfabe all the time, not you guys.
Yeah, that's kind of where I call you Whiz.
Whiz.
Just talking to you or about you normally now.
And I'm
Who's like, who the fuck
still
is
with
Whiz?
the-
Like, oh, sorry, Willoughby.
We're right, and everyone's like, who the hell's Aaron and Chad when they listen to our show?
Yeah, those two dicks are always reposting shit.
Oh, shit. Eli Drake out to talk shit with James Storm. Nice. Get him, Eli.
Get him, Stone Cold.
I think this came off as them both almost seeming both face.
Yeah, I get the feeling out of the two, fucking Eli would definitely be the heel. But yeah, the crowd probably likes both of them. I lean a little more towards Eli, but I got no problem with James Storm.
That's
Except
another
that, like-
thing that's worth at least mentioning. The crowds are awesome on these episodes.
Yeah.
I had seen something on Twitter that somebody had just thrown out there, and it got retweeted quite a bit. But somebody was saying they thought a good team to put together would be Joe Cephas and Trevor Murdoch. I was like, that'd be a pretty big team to try to beat, and that would be...
That'd be like Team Hoss.
The Redneck Express.
Damn, man, you got a good name for them right off the get-go. They could be that power
Can
team.
we get... There's Austin now. Yeah, can we get Colonel fucking Rob Parker in here to be their manager?
So perfect.
And
I
if
haven't
he's
seen
not
it.
available,
I
how about
do.
his dick?
Right. The Colonel. Is his dick at least available?
Yeah, it's rumored to be quite impressive.
Yes, it is.
We've referenced that many a time.
Yes,
Anytime he was on MLW back in the day, we always made cracks about it.
Well, it's referred to as the jump rope, so that's got to mean something to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The only white man to fucking contend with Bobby Anthem.
I hereby challenge you to a fuck off.
Let
Probably.
Austin
I
Idol
can't
give
even
it.
get hard anymore.
See, Austin's wrestling thing is universal, though.
Right.
Oh, be quiet. Oh, I thought they were about to have that interview.
Oh, no, it's after the
Full
match.
interview after this match.
Yep. Eddie Kingston,
Oh,
baby.
it's a wild card
Yeah.
person. Oh, cool. So this should be a fun match.
Yeah.
Yeah, get him, Gangsta Vaughn.
It's like, come on, I can get in this ring. All right, let's fight now. I might have farted a little, but I got in the ring.
He was slapping his chest to psych himself up. He was trying to get his heart going again. He's like, oh, fuck.
Fucking pacemaker's fucking shorting out again. He's fucking still doing it, dude. Are you okay, buddy? You gonna make it?
Fucking refs. Come on, guys. Stop it.
No, I'm not gonna quit smoking cigarettes.
Producer lady, get the fuck out the screen. God damn, Eddie. Say it, not spray it. They just handed the belts to Janice from accounting.
Janice from accounting.
Y'all be nice to Janice.
Oh, I'll be nice to Janice.
She
You know what I'm
won't.
saying?
Hey,
I meant sexually.
I got what you meant.
Oh, okay.
I was there with not there with you, but
I thought I heard somebody.
Dave was like, I was not witness. I did not see it.
I was not there breathing down your neck. That wasn't me.
I was not yelling pointers and saying you disappoint me more than my fucking kids.
Not like that.
No, but now did you feel the cold, wet tears of shame hitting you? Now that was me.
No, I did not, because I only cry in the shower.
Yeah, they did sizzle a little bit when they hit you, so I understand.
Which was a great excuse for why I lost my erection.
See, there's your next podcast right there. Why I lost my erection.
It was the cold tears of shame running down my back. That's just like, ooh.
Exactly.
It's like I had hard nipples and a tiny wiener. That's what happens. It's cold out, you know. Hard nips and tiny dicks.
Well, for some of us, it's always cold.
Cold-blooded.
Some of us always just got out of the pool.
Brr.
Dave's like, not me though. I live in Texas.
Yeah, it's warm here all the time. I got a space heater in my room, and I carry one around in public with me. Leave me alone.
The chick that lives below me here in the apartments just moved up here from Florida over the summer. I was like, oh, you're going to have fun this winter?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of space heater, I got a space heater here, but I hooked it up and it wasn't working, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I read the box, and they got me. It only works in anti-gravity environments.
Are you talking about your dick again?
It calls it the heater.
Yes, I refer to my genitalia as the space heater.
The small space heater.
Oh, like the Steve Miller song, I'm a space heater.
Some
Bet you
people
didn't
call me
know
the
about
space
that.
heater. Okay.
It's the space heater.
And imagine the
You ever leave a cigarette burning in the ashtray?
Championship
Kinda like that.
going on in the ring. The champions facing the challenge of Homicide and Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, homicide would be a challenge.
They just always call these other guys the wild card, and we found out that the one wrestler used to be called Brahm. I don't know if he's going by this now.
He's apparently the only guy with a girlfriend in the company. I get nothing on that.
Well, congratulations
Well,
to
it's
him.
true.
There's one girl in
It's
the
like-
whole company, and it's his old lady or whatever. So I was just making a little joke there. Like, all the other guys are single.
No,
Eligible.
there's always 3. Because we just watched 2 have a match. Dumb.
No, I mean, never mind. I don't mean
know,
wrestlers.
I'm fucking with you.
I mean the eye candy. The slats.
Is he dating the rats?
No,
the
he's
big dude
either
with
Date the rats, man.
he's
the
either
big dude in the
dating
skirt is
or
dating
married
Camille.
to.
Camilla Brickhouse.
Did you say dating or beating?
I said dating or married to. I'm not sure.
Okay, I thought you said beating or married to.
Well, I mean, it could also be that from what I hear. But anyway,
He does have a past.
he's got a record. That's why we like him so much and immediately recognize him, and we're happy to see him back in the business.
Yeah. He was doing it before Rich Swann.
But was he doing it before Steve Austin? That's the question.
And isn't it only appropriate that he gets a partner with a porn stash?
Right. It's like, it's Joey Ryan if he didn't have a dick stick.
He does kind of have an 80s porn star vibe going by me. Now that I really pay attention.
Yeah, it's that mustache.
Kingston?
That wasn't bad. I was about to say Eddie Kingston, not the strongest at wrestling.
Rock bottom.
Yeah, those are good.
Oh,
Well, not bad. I won't call them good.
yeah, we saw these guys last week.
Fuck.
Not
Yeah,
a
this
good
is-
low blow, but it was a low blow.
These
That
are
dude, they just hit him with the fucking low blow. Him with the low blow looks fucking goofy as shit.
It's those damn Dawsons.
He's baby faced as fuck. Even with the big ass beard, he looks like a fucking child.
For sure, man. We mentioned that last week, and it's absolutely true. He
no,
looks like
I
he's like
disagree,
15.
Man, look at that badass white thing wrapped around one leg. Dude, that just separates him right out. From
Right? Yeah, he probably looks like a.
And it's
You're right.
wrapped in electrical tape. I mean, come on.
I stand
Hey, you
corrected,
guys
Dave. I
gotta
feel like
give-
an idiot.
Hey, give them credit. They were barbarians, old boots, and they couldn't afford 2 pairs of them, so they had to share them.
He's the fucking Gerber baby with a goddamn lumberjack beard.
1 foot in the past, 1 foot in the future.
There you go.
God, that was the dumbest thing I may have ever said.
All right, Cheese Man, here you go.
All right, I guess I gotta turn the volume back on.
Nah, don't bother. It won't help any.
Ah,
Nick Aldous.
But I like her shirt.
Yeah, let's go with that. The shirt.
It highlights
I was gonna say the microphone's
her
cool.
microphone really well.
No, that would be her tits.
And I really like how her hair hangs down right next to that microphone. That's nice.
Yeah. That's how you know she's a good wrestler.
In the general area of her boobies.
Oh, I hadn't noticed that, but it is there, isn't it?
It kind of, sort of, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard to spot unless you're like intently staring the way I am.
Sure. I hadn't noticed, but now I feel silly.
Better car accident. It's
like-
not her best angle.
It's like finally a wrestling company that understands that women should not speak.
Oh.
Old school, baby. We are throwing it back.
Do they got a studio kitchen?
I'm surprised. Damn it, you son of a bitch.
No comment.
That was my joke.
No
But
comment.
you said it first. Fuck.
At my age, anything I say is going to be held against me, so no comment.
Well,
We don't
you're
give a
on
fuck here.
wrestling
Give it
time
a-
marks, so I mean, if there was ever a haven to say horrible, horrible things and not have to worry about it, I think you're in it right now.
Right.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we still just got Scott and Bobby in the chat, so yeah.
Not even
You good. Say whatever you want. Nope. Even Luke hoed us out tonight.
Fuck Luke. She probably doesn't actually wrestle in the ring because it's hard to move around in an apron like that.
She keeps driving her duster, that feather duster.
No. Look at the development. Look at the tone in her shoulders, her arms, her forearms. That's from mopping.
You see, she used to be a wrestler, but she kept getting disqualified for coming to the ring with a squirt bottle and a rag.
And waxing.
All right.
Well, somebody had to be Paige's friend.
Somebody.
Just following Paige around with a fucking spray bottle and a fucking cloth. Okay, clean up the NXT title again.
Like, who's this woman who just walks around behind you? Oh, that's my belt girl.
She cleans it.
It's my belt girl. She cleans my belt. She scrubs off the yiz.
She gets rid of Brad Maddox.
She gets rid of the up, down, downs.
With a left, right scrubbing motion.
Select start.
Select starch.
Ah,
Very nice.
touche.
B.A., good girl and select starch. No?
And then she didn't talk anymore.
That's often what I say before I make love. Select start. I don't know why, but it just feels right.
And then she looks at you like, what's with the Nintendo controller? And you're like, mind your business, bitch, and then you hit her with it. And then
I
you have her respect.
You don't understand. I make her play duck hunt with it.
I was just gonna say, you holding her hostage while you're playing duck hunt. Shooting ducks with one hand, you got her the other arm around her neck. Don't go anywhere.
It's like, I need you to quit squirming. You're making my Mario die, seeing as how I've got you wrapped up with the cord of the joystick I'm playing with right now. I know that's wordy, but you see where I'm going
tired
with
of seeing that goddamn dog laugh at me.
Into the fire.
Okay.
All right. Well, that was the end of NWA Power episode 2.
With Papa Dave from the WNC Souper Party. Woo!
Hell yeah!
Thank you, Dave, for doing this with us, man.
Thank you guys. This was fun. Thank you.
As the credits roll, and you're eating pizza now? Is that what's going on here?
No, I'm chewing up an Altoid.
I was close. Altoid, pizza, same difference.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, they're absolutely delicious.
And by the way, let me do this, because I rarely ever get to do this. This is a scoop from our very own Johnny, Florida.
Oh shit!
Joey Ryan, whom somebody was talking about earlier, officially joined Impact Wrestling.
No shit.
So he got a regular job.
It's funny how AEW wouldn't.
AEW.
Yeah, he got a regular job.
A regular job. Well, I don't know if I should say, well, good for Joey Ryan, or if I should say, wow, Impact's really fucking scraping the barrel, ain't they? I'm not sure which one it is.
Down.
Yeah.
Well, somebody had to get him. Apparently, WWE didn't want him.
No.
His probably as of right now, former good buds over at AEW don't want him. So,
well, they had made him an offer, and he turned it down, claiming that he wanted to stay on the indie scene.
Well, probably a lot of it's got to do also with he can't do what he really does on a national television show. I mean, he can, but it's not going to go over.
Yeah, and Impact's probably going to let him keep his whatever that weird porn endorsement he has.
He has a porn endorsement?
He's from some porn film company.
Huh. That's hilarious.
Johnny knows more about it than I do. He's told me about it.
That's fucking perfect. He should have that. Good for him.
Live in the gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
But there you go, kids.
Hey, Dave, did you watch NXT this week, buddy?
I watched some highlights.
Okay, well then...
Good enough.
So I am not unfamiliar. And I also listened to Cornette's review.
Oh, cool. Well,
so yeah, I mean, I'm sort of fully apprised of what happened.
Cool. All right. Well, then our man Cheez Man here is going to walk us through. Oh, or actually, maybe we should start with the AEW Dark. What do you think?
It don't matter to me.
It's up to you.
Because
You wanna just
I ain't
go
really walking
through-
us through shit.
I'll start us off with NXT then, seeing as how Cheez Man had a busier week than me, and I thought I was busy. Well, it opens with the in-ring return of Tommaso Ciampa, or Ciampa, sorry, I said his name wrong, and I make fun of people for doing that all the time. Against Angel Garza, who I wish he would have been a different person, because I really like Angel Garza, but he had to get his ass whipped, baby, and he did. He's back. Ciampa's back, baby. Ciampa is back. After the match, out comes Undisputed Era around the ring. Kyle O'Reilly gives Morrow a USB drive. Now, here's where you guys can help me out. It was at that time I walked away for a few minutes, and I never saw what was on the drive. What was it?
It was a video of them standing over Velveteen Dream's corpse, basically.
Oh, and that's why he's injured.
I never
and,
saw that. I must have went
you.
out and.
Yeah, they beat the hell out of him
Did they ever
out
show?
by the production truck or some shit.
Yeah, I forget what I was doing, but I wandered off and did a thing, and I came back in, and I never skipped back, and I didn't remember, actually, until I read it in my notes just now, and I was like, shit. But cool, that makes what happened later make more sense to me now. Okay. It was awesome, though. He's back. I'm happy. Io Shirai picks up a win over a new girl with another shit moonsault. out
Shit
comes
salt.
Rhea Ripley after the match, comes out and like tries to look hard, but don't quite pull it off, but it's okay. I honestly think that Io, her character is like 100% perfectly awesome, but her in-ring sucks so bad. It's like, who needs to work with her?
Yeah, I still don't get the fucking hype around her. I thought she was so great, and I'm still not seeing it.
I love the character though.
You're doing things. Yeah. You're doing things.
So yeah, that's when we find out that the Dream is injured, so Roddy will face the winner of Lee versus Dijakovic. And I was like, remember a couple weeks ago when I was like, I could watch these guys have a match every week? Well, so far so good. Anyway,
I can still watch these guys have a match every week.
me too. The crowd loves Keith Lee. He's clearly the crowd favorite in this match, which is what it's supposed to be. He's the face, right? So there it is. They're doing it right.
Indeed.
NXT knows how to book a wrestling show.
The dude's a walking mound of charisma.
That too. Like the whole match, they're just doing his fucking stuff, man, for sure. I just noticed that I spelled wrestling's high marks on the broadcast. Wrestlibigs. And that it says number 79 and not 80, as we discussed earlier. So that's a double fail. They have another hell of a match until Roddy gets the idea he's going to come out and interfere. Like, what's that going to help? You know what I mean? But Regal's fucking pissed. It was hilarious.
Yeah, he
You see
was
how mad
fucking
looking
hot.
he was? Fucking, like his head was red. And he was like, ah! It was great.
His eyes were about to pop out of his head. I was like, motherfucker!
He's still so good. He's one of the best.
You think you're clever?
And anyway, he ain't having that. And so next week, that match will now be a triple threat match. Who didn't see that coming?
I actually like it.
It was awesome, though. No,
Yeah.
I like it, too. I like everything about it. After that, we learned that Matt Riddle is strong as fuck, and Matt Riddle is over as fuck. And Bronson Reed is not a bad wrestler for a larger gentleman.
See, this didn't make the Hulu cut.
Oh, man, it was a good match, but I guess it didn't make Hulu because it didn't really have any implications. Up next, we get Tegan Knox versus my girl, Tainara Conchi. Which, goddamn it,
She's been on quite a losing streak.
yeah, why do they keep getting her ass kicked? She's really good, and she's hot, and she's blonde. Vince likes that. But she did kick out of a
Apparently not
roll-up,
her.
so they're making her look strong.
Fair enough.
Come on, she kicked
To
out
be
of a
fair.
roll-up. I get nothing on that. All
Yeah.
right, fuck it. So after Tegan Knox wins the match very handily, I might add, which again makes my girl Tainara look like a piece of shit. Here's a quote from Mauro Ranallo: "Tegan knocks it out of the park."
All right.
All right, just wanted to make sure everyone hears that. And then
Not
for
one of his
whatever
better
reason, when she climbs out of the ring, they do like this interview, like she just fucking hit the lottery or some shit, which they never do, which means some shit's about to go down. And out comes Shayna Baszler and the H Girls,
Uh-oh.
who says you're running out of limbs to fucking rehab, which was like the line of the week. You're running out of limbs to rehab. That's great stuff.
That's ironic considering she's running around with the H girls.
That's a fair point.
Rehab.
No, I get it. I see where you're going with that.
Jessamine definitely needs some rehab. That girl needs a fucking sandwich.
Up next, we get a pre-recorded video package where Finn Balor quietly tells us that he'll be back next week.
I did see that.
Killian Dane versus a Chinese
Boa.
guy named Boa. Yeah. Killian Dane should be in a tag team. Don't you think he should be a tag team guy? Is the heavy guy in a tag team, or am I just weird about that? It's weird. Him being on his own is weird to me. I don't know.
I feel like that's where he's gonna end up eventually.
Killian Dane picks up the win with a weird ass hold. I don't even know what to call it, and it was a submission. And it's main event time, folks, and Damian Priest can go. He's a good wrestler. This
Yeah.
Punishment Martinez fellow.
Indeed.
They actually
Yeah.
give him the rub, and he picks up the win over Pete Dunne. After a low
Was it
blow
good?
and a crossroads, or whatever he calls it, but yeah.
Yeah, I like that he had to do the low blow, so like he picked up the win, but did make Pete Dunne look shitty in any way.
But it tells me that they're going to be pushing this Priest guy.
Yeah.
No, that's
Well-
that's the question I had, is not being familiar up till very, very recently with what NXT's got going.
Okay.
Is this Damian Priest somebody that they've been moving along, kind of moving up the ladder?
Well, you could say yes, but like quickly, like he's working
Yeah,
his way up
Because,
quickly. He's like,
He's one of those guys that was in a different promotion, like he was in ROH, and they noticed him from over there.
Yeah, they brought him in from ROH.
Basically, he got a fast track because of already being somebody like Adam Cole that was a known.
he's like Roman Reigns, but with charisma.
Well, see, they had him come in as Punishment Martinez. That's who he was in Ring of Honor.
Right.
So they brought him into NXT. He had a quick match as Punishment Martinez, but fucking lost to Keith Lee, I think. And then he disappeared for a minute, and they repackaged him and brought him back as Damian Priest about, I don't know, maybe a month ago.
Yeah, and he has not lost, and he has been beating people pretty soundly.
That's where
Yeah.
I know him from. Okay.
Yeah, he used to be Punishment Martinez.
Punishment Martinez. There, yeah.
But
Yeah.
that was a pretty damn good match. I mean, a pretty damn good episode of NXT as well.
Yeah.
And a lot of those kicks looked pretty stiff.
Oh, it's fucking Pete Dunne, strong style, baby.
I was talking about Punishment Martinez
Yes,
kicking
it
him
was.
Oh no, I just mean
upside the head.
I just mean he's a gamer. Like, let's do this. Know what I'm saying? If you want to kick me, go ahead and kick me. He's that guy.
It was a good match, except for there was one spot I didn't like where they were like basically no selling the shit at each other. Like they both fucking popped off 4 moves each real quick, and then both laid down for a minute. I'm like,
You know, I
hate it
hate
when they
that
do
too, but I'm willing to let it slide if I'm in a good mood, I guess. And I enjoyed all the wrestling I watched this week, so I decided not to bitch about it. But yeah, I hate no sells and false.
yeah, that was my
finishes.
only bitch about it. I actually like, speaking of Damian Priest and his push, I'm not a big fan of his music, but at the same time, I still like his entrance. Like, he seems into his own entrance.
Sure.
You know, like, it's not a boring fucking typical heel just walk down to the ring.
Well, you know, and that matters. He's a professional wrestler. You know, all that shit adds up to people liking you. You're as into it as they are. You know what I mean? If you're having fun, the people are having fun.
Yeah.
Well, that is an awful big jump from
Damn you,
ROH.
Dave!
I don't know, man. I'm so sorry.
No, it's
Sorry.
fine. I was just teasing you, man.
That's okay. I mean, and it was Mike again, and now he doesn't care. So obviously Johnny's yelling at him about something, and my God,
All right. Well,
it's like dealing with my grandsons.
I think we covered NXT pretty well. Let's get out of here for that one.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Goodbye, NXT. Tell me about AEW Dark. You know, fill me in. You know, give me the skinny, the scoop.
I have what was going on AEW Dark.
Okay. Well, what was going on?
So it started out with a triple threat match between the Librarians versus Sonny Kiss versus Kip Sabian, who we remember from, wasn't it MLW?
Sure.
The name
I
sounds
can't
familiar.
remember off the top of my head, but yeah, the name sounds familiar.
Kip Sabian, yeah.
Well, Peter Avalon, the Librarian, he's the comedy heel of the match. And they're doing silly things like just moving out of the way and the guy is flying through the ropes and everything. Then Sonny Kiss and Kip Sabian are doing all this acrobatic stuff. And Kip Sabian flies through the ropes and somehow injures his hand. Like landing onto Avalon.
You know what that
That
means?
sounds
You'll
like
have
a
to go get a
clusterfuck.
hand job. From the doctor,
But
I
yet-
mean. What, you perverts? Jeez.
But yet somehow, even with a broken hand, he was still the best wrestler in the match and finished the match with this move that was like, initially has the guy in a torture rack and then has him fall down into a Death Valley driver.
Sweet.
So, and they call it Deathly Hollows.
Cool. I didn't watch
Deathly
it. I'm sorry.
Hallows. What are they? Fucking Harry Potter fans or what?
It's Skip Sabian, so I'm sure he got to name his own move.
And there's the cat.
But you have a word like that. I'm just going to tell you who's in it because I'm not a really big fan of the 8-man tag. One team was Hybrid 2 and Dark Order, and they were facing SCU and SEMA.
Okay.
And the only thing I took out of this was I learned from the announcers that Angelico and SEMA were both trained by Ultimo Dragon.
I used to love that guy. He did cool stuff on the video games.
WCW NWO Revenge.
You?
But Hybrid 2 actually get the win on Scorpio Sky with the most powerful move in wrestling.
The roll up!
Yeah, speaking of the WCW versus NWO game, I always lean more towards Hannibal. Ultimate Dragon was the second choice. Moving on.
They had a nice interview with Girl Hebner, Aubrey Edwards, where we actually learned that she reffed like 4 different times for WWE, and she kept on trying to get information like, do you want to sign me, or are you just going to call me again, or whenever you, or whatever. And
I say she should have just kept her mouth shut and they kept calling her. No, she keep bugging.
When she did it, was it like one of those little notes in school? Do you want to sign me? Yes or no?
Yes, no, maybe.
Do you love me? Yes, no.
Yes or no.
Oh, God, it's another one of these Aubrey Edwards letters. Let me get the decoder pin. Okay. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
And one of these days I'll learn how to turn that notice off.
Oh, no. It's very funny at this point. It's a running
You're right.
gag. We like it now.
You're right. It's added fucking gimmick to the episode. I'm enjoying it.
In fact, I may even add it in ignorant. Change it.
Your gimmick is my pain.
Yeah.
Well, that's usually our gimmick is usually somebody's pain.
Speaking of pain, the main event for AEW was an unsanctioned lights out match between Janela versus Omega.
Segway.
That sounds painful.
Man.
Like
Oh
physically.
man, this is the first match I saw where they were using the tables, but they had them metal side up instead of,
Oof.
and they were doing the table spots that way. And even
That's not how you do a table spot.
Wait a minute. That hurts more that way.
Huh. Guys are
Silly.
dumb.
The other significance of this was
You
Moxley's
guys are dumb.
first match was against Janela in this same kind of match. And you know how they're bringing up the whole Moxley-Omega feud.
Sure.
building up. So now you get to see Omega in a match with Joey Janela.
Oh, mega really? Okay.
And in a spot in this match, Omega at one point does that Moxley bounce off the rope clothesline.
Yeah, the rebound thing.
And yeah, and then does the little come on thing that Dean does before he DDT'd Joey Janela.
But
But of
he's
course,
sending a message.
Yep.
But of course, being AEW, that was a 2 count.
But that's kind of more like Japanese wrestling style storytelling, but I think it's cool still. I didn't mean that in a bad way.
Right.
Well, there was this spot that was like, I cringed because of course, the chairs didn't give. They had them set up where there was 2 chairs facing one way, and they had the backs to each other, 4 chairs with their backs to each other. And Kenny flips Joey off the top rope, and he lands just spine first across the back of the chairs.
Wow.
And then basically after that, Kenny Omega just picked him up and did his finisher, the One Wing Angel, onto a chair for the win.
Goddamn.
And that was AEW Dark.
It sounds very dark from the sound of things. Jeez. And that was
last
AEW
match.
fucking murder. And that's the fucking throwaway matches, folks. Wait till you hear what happened on the main roster shit.
What happened, Whiz?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Mojo's going to tell us right now.
Yep, I have no idea either.
It starts out with SCU coming out for their tag team tourney match, but before they can get all the way out there, the Lucha Bros attack them again and do that spike pile driver to Daniels on the ramp.
Oh, man, I saw the gif of that, and holy shit, dude.
It killed him.
He landed right on his big bald head, and that shit's metal.
And so it looks like Scorpio came out with, like, one shoe on and was like, okay, I'll take Daniel's place, even though I said I wasn't going to be in this tournament and everything, and thought we'd have a better chance, but...
Yeah, but I mean, it's better than not participating. So yeah, it makes sense.
So, basically, they're facing the best friends, and because of Kazarian's was beat up along with Christopher Daniels, he was already... They were already under the bus.
His body was at an orange when the match started.
Video game references. Somehow they, after like totally getting their ass kicked for most of the match, they somehow pull off a win after Scorpio is able to throw Chuck against a barrier and Kaz is able to reverse Trent back onto the apron, since that's a spot they like to do now. The whole dropping on the side of the apron.
Yeah. That's something everybody seems to be liking to do now.
Because it's the hardest part of the ring, and it hurts so much more. It's like, yeah, nice logic.
We get it.
And then the finisher that SCU does is Kaz does a power bomb, and when he's coming down, Scorpio drop kicks the guy.
Nice.
And that was for the win.
Did not see that coming.
Picks up the W.
Oh, you didn't see that coming. This next match is for you, because you'll never guess who would win after when you hear who's in the match. Alex Reynolds and John Silver, the unstoppable team versus LAX, that little known team.
Oh, obviously the first guy.
Reynolds and Silver.
Reynolds and Silver for sure.
I bet $5,000 right now before I hear the result.
Well, also now it is. I thought it funny that JR keeps on bringing up Klondike Bill. He had another Klondike Bill reference saying Klondike Bill would run for the hills if he saw Ortiz and Santana.
Yeah, I heard he wasn't wild about Hispanics.
See, you always seem to have, like,
okay.
You're able to catch,
Chad, thank you. Cheese, man, thank you.
I thought you were actually making a reference to the real Klondike Bill because you knew all that information about him.
Oh, I don't think he was a horrible racist. No, he was a good guy.
I was like, no shit, I didn't know he was racist too. Huh, interesting.
No, he wasn't a dirty xenophobe. He was a good dude.
He was just dirty.
Yeah, he was just gross.
Yep.
Oh, so they hit the neck breaker power bomb finish of course. But then Jericho, yes, Cat, Jericho. I know you were talking about a little bit of the bubbly. Jericho comes on the big screen, and for some reason talks for LAX and challenges the Bucks to face LAX at the next pay-per-view.
Fair enough. Sorry,
Man,
I'm
I thought
still fucking
LAX
laughing at the
could
cat.
Then there was some Cody promo with a bunch of people saying, Cody's working so hard. And then a women's championship match, Britt Baker, baby, versus Riho.
Britt Baker, baby. I'll try to remember that. I like that.
And
he's Mrs. Cole,
basically-
everyone.
exactly, if you didn't catch the reference.
Yeah.
It was basically another one of those matches where the person's obsession with how they want to win makes them lose, because Britt was so obsessed with getting that finisher where she does the mandible claw on Riho that when she finally got it connected, Riho took her legs and sort of like rolled her up. And if she would have just let go of the submission move,
Kicked out, but she didn't.
yeah, like, so she had basically storyline became so obsessed with winning that way
Huh.
that Riho,
That she let a small child beat her.
hey, she did know the most powerful move in wrestling though,
Yeah.
and we know
That's why we know it's the most
we've seen
powerful
some of the
weapon.
greats fall to that move.
What was it? The extremely small package? Was it the comically small package?
Oh, that makes a good segue into the next tag team match, which we find out that even though we see Luchasaurus's intro movie,
Oh no.
that he's actually injured.
Oh,
And
comically
Marco
small.
Stunt-
I see what we're doing here. It's Marco.
Marco
Stunt.
Stunt has to take his place with Jungle Boy.
I believe his name's Jungle Jack. Thank you, JR.
It's Jumpin' Jungle Jack.
It's
No
Jungle
one ever
Kid.
called him Jumpin'.
It's the Jungle Kid. I like that he calls him what the fuck ever he wants,
Right.
depending on what day it is.
But I was most amazed with this match with how well the Lucha Brothers sold in this
That's-
match, where you almost would expect Lucha Bros to just totally dominate.
And they fucking should have. The fact that they sold to Marco Stunt is nothing short of fucking ridiculous, in my opinion.
That shouldn't happen, man. I don't care what the fucking storyline.
Let's not forget a few
Well,
years
it
ago,
all
Lucha
depends.
Underground, fucking Pentagon was like the most feared badass in the fucking business for a minute because he was just snapping everybody's goddamn arm. Men, women, didn't matter.
What if
Just
all them
fucking
were in
killing everybody.
NWA? How would they book that?
And now he's selling to children.
Well, I was just saying that it wasn't. What did we call that where it wasn't just a total squash?
Competitive
squash.
Yeah, it made for a competitive squash, and there was times where you thought, oh, possibly they could get over.
Yeah.
And everything in Jungle Boy looked really good.
Possibly
But-
the Lucha Bros could lose to school children.
I feel like if Marco Stunt's getting this fucking opportunity, the least he could do is hit the fucking gym once in a while.
Or how about
Well-
like growing taller? What a dick.
Well, you know what he is good at hitting is the mat and taking the 3 count, because that's what happened in this match.
You know,
That's
As well.
what should have
scared.
happened.
I'm gonna check our conversation. I haven't heard a word out of Papa Dave in forever. Oh no, he's in there. Okay.
I'm listening intently.
Okay. I was just making sure we didn't lose you, and then we were like, yeah, we don't give a fuck.
Not at
Let's just
all.
keep going. Fuck Dave.
Not at all.
All right. Good. I'll just cut that out. Except I'm not gonna. So let's just keep going.
So, when I had heard this match, I thought this was the main event, but it's the match before the main event. But it's Bastard Pac and John Moxley versus Hangman and Kenny Omega.
That bastard.
And as soon as the match starts, they instantly pair up. Moxley fighting Omega and Page fighting Pac.
Naturally, because they got beefs.
Yep, that's
And
the team.
once again, like, I don't know if they're purposely making it seem like Moxley just constantly seems like he has Kenny's number and everything. And a lot of the match was Moxley pretty much dominating over Kenny Omega, where
Yeah, they made.
and Hangman were doing a lot of outside fighting.
Surprisingly, they've been making Kenny look kind of weak. You figure with their boy, them, the elite running the company, basically, Kenny
The
would be
only
doing a
one
lot better, but
that really seems like out of the elite that has like a
It's Cody. I already know what you're going to say. And look, isn't that what we were scared of? That they were just going to go over all the time? Let's give them credit for eating some dicks. It's not going to hurt their star power, and they're fucking helping to get people over, I think
yeah, no, I was just leading into that. Like, I'm surprised they're doing it, and I think it's actually a good thing. Like, it's not predictable as fuck. I'm glad they didn't just come out and start fucking putting over all their buddies.
I thought you were going the other way with it. I was like, no, this is what they should be doing. Okay, we're okay. I love you, baby.
Yeah. No, because, Paige hasn't not looked good.
Well,
Omega's not looked
Dave
good.
really took a
that's a
shit
good
all over
segue.
Paige. He's fucking eating dicks. He's a company man,
okay, Hangman gets the hot tag, and this is basically almost like what Cheez was just saying. This is the best match that I've seen since they've started that Hangman's looked in a while.
Yeah.
And then he's getting a little run of that hot tag till there's a Pac distraction, and then Moxley pushes him off the top. Once again, the apron spot. Of course, hitting the apron on the outside before he falls down.
Yep.
The hardest part of the ring,
Yep. Except for the fucking steel poles.
And so that where they start beating up Hangman for about 2 minutes before Kenny gets the hot tag. Once again, breaking down to Omega versus Moxley. And then at one point, they both go to the outside of the ring, reach under the ring and pull out. Kenny pulls out the barbed wire broom, and Moxley pulls out the barbed wire bat. And they're about to attack each other. And all of a sudden, Pac comes into the ring, grabs the barbed wire bat on the barbed wire, and is sort of like, you can see him mouthing the words like use your head. He's like screaming at his partner Moxley, use your head, you're gonna get us disqualified and stuff. And that's when Moxley hits him with the dirty deeds, walks out, and then Pac immediately gets hit with a springboard lariat, followed by a V-trigger by Omega, followed by the Skull Eye for the win, which is like a reverse Styles Clash, which we saw from Allison Kay.
Indeed, we did.
So it's in the semifinals of the tag tournament. It's going to be Private Party versus Lucha Bros, and SCU versus Dark Order.
Okay. So
And
that
then-
wasn't the main event, though.
Yeah, I almost turned off the TV because I thought that had to be the main event. And then I was like, oh, yeah, the whole Darby Allin thing. Jericho versus Darby Allin in a Philadelphia street fight. And so...
Hey, just a quick question about the tournament real quick. It's SCU, it has to be Kazarian and Sky now, right? Or has it even been discussed?
So far, they haven't really said.
I'm just wondering if it's a
he's gonna
rule
be
like they
able to
gotta
come
be him
back
now.
or-
Oh,
Right,
okay.
like if Daniels is cleared, can he join the team again? Kind of like
Right.
a
Because
New Day would
they
do.
did make a statement that no third member of a team is allowed out there in this tournament. Like they can't be like a manager type.
Right. So I mean, they can have. Hopefully, they can have Kaz and Daniels in the ring, and then Scorpio just be backstage again with his one shoe.
I was just curious. All right, man, go on. Sorry.
So there was a lot of weird stuff in a Philadelphia street fight.
Did anyone get hit with a hoagie? Tell me someone got hit with a hoagie.
Unfortunately not, but
damn it.
you know, like when me and you are fighting because of you can't stand me anymore, and we're having a street fight outside. Do you remember that you have to let go from choking me out when I reach a car tire? When I touch the car tire, though, you have to let me go in the street fight. Remember that?
Yeah. Everybody knows it.
I remember. We've had a lot of them fights. I'm often tired of you.
Tired of you.
Well, Darby takes control early and hits, and he's dominated for a good 2 minutes until, that's right, the Y2 Nad shot.
Uh-oh.
Is
the
that-
Y2, hey!
Is that a cheesesteak in your pants?
Or are you just...
The Philadelphia street fight, does that mean like the loser had to eat shit? Or the winner had to eat shit?
I don't know.
Roll, let me eat
I
shit.
think the winner got a thing of bubble it. But then there was, of course, the kendo stick spot. So I guess there's...
Hi, Mike.
Ignorant.
Kendo stick spot. He had something to say about that. Was he pro kendo spot or was he con kendo spot?
Here's our answer.
He's here with the answer.
Hi, Mike.
He went, well. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's enough, you sons of bitches.
Fucking loving it.
I can't go anywhere. I can't go anywhere. Oh my god.
Hi, Mike.
Oh shit.
Well, hello, Mike again.
Oh god.
Oh, the humanity! He's already dead.
Sorry.
No, it's great.
Why
Yeah.
ties Darby's hand?
Hi, Mike.
Which Mike also has opinion about that. But yet, Darby still, with his hands tied behind his back, does a backflip off the ropes onto Chris.
I seen the gif. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
I seen the gif of that too, and it was awesome. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
It was awesome.
Mike was obviously a fan.
Yes.
I had to
Clearly.
make 2 comments. And then dives from the ropes on Chris right into to Y2J, catching him into a power bomb. And he power bombs him right onto his skateboard. And so it looks like Jericho was doing fine for himself, but when the referee was distracted, Hager comes out and punches Darby off the top rope.
Oh, that son of a bitch.
That bastard.
That heel
And-
motherfucker.
Jake Hager. Hi,
Hi, Mike.
Mike.
Yeah.
More like Jake Hater.
Mike definitely had something to say about that. He was not a fan of that Hager coming down.
Oh,
He hates
Most people aren't.
really. He says it right here. He hates with impact. Impact hate. It's just intense, impactful hate. Kind of like I'm feeling right now.
Kind of like his bowels.
Deeper. Deeper.
And that's what Chris did. He put him deeper and deeper into the walls. And the end of AEW ends with another bubbly inner circle celebration.
And a text message from Mike.
Shout out!
All right, I'm going to start things off with our Facebook shout-outs this week. Here we go.
Suffering succotash, son.
All right, Mojo, did we get anything this week on the gram? It's time for us to go over to Cheez, man, with the Twitter retweets for this week.
Yeah, this week we got retweets from Suplex City Limits.
Hey, them guys.
Love those guys.
Yeah.
And Dirt Sheet Dudes.
Oh, of course.
Love those guys.
They never don't retweet our shit. Them guys are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, always got us. Boxman fucking always quick to give us the shout out every week.
Much love.
That dude's awesome.
Awesome.
I guess with that we move along to the regulators.
Regulators.
Mount Davis in West Texas. Mount Davis.
All right.
All right.
It's milling time.
Yeah, let's start off like we do every week with Steven Millen.
Stephon Leon.
Make sure to check him out at letterbox.com. That's letterbox with a D at the end, no E.com.
Yeah, I'm well acquainted. I just call him Steve.
Esteban Milan.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah, and he retweets us every week, but he quotes it so it doesn't show up in the retweets, and I always fucking forget to. Oh, hi Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Give him his extra shout out, but yeah, he deserved 2 shout outs every week, really. I always fucking forget. Hi Mike.
Hi, Mike.
He says, "What's that?" Shout out.
Next, make sure you check out It's Your Boy.
Hi, Mike. Burbs.
Hi Mike.
On Twitter, that's Burberry Beats with 3s instead of E's.
3 sets of 3.
Hi, Mike.
Hi Mike.
Don't encourage him. You're just encouraging him now. I'm gonna have to put that fire out in a few days, and I don't. I'm too old and tired for this shit. Oh my
Hi, Mike.
God! Damn!
That's great.
How they could just kill a man.
And a shout out again to Dirt Sheet Dudes, Boxman and Anthony.
Fuck yes.
Dirt sheet dudes.
Beautiful people.
They are.
They've been doing multiple shows because of they've been doing a show after Friday Night SmackDown lately, and then they still have their Hollywood Hangouts every other Saturday night. So make sure you check that out too.
Do that. Hi, Mike.
Hi Mike.
Mike jumped right on it.
Those dudes are awesome.
He wants to hang out in Hollywood.
And then check out Shaheen over at Wrestling Overdose.
Absolutely. Just make sure you have an adrenaline needle on hand.
Yep. Yeah. Gotta fight off that fucking death. Don't let the overdose take you.
Penicillin.
And make sure you go over.
He's nuclear.
Yeah, so make sure you go over to his website, nuclearheatgraphics.com, and buy shit. Got great artwork over there.
It's amazing.
Matter of fact, I think he is finally getting something back from the Jim Cornette shirt that's being sold.
That's
so
amazing that it worked
it's
out
good
like
to hear
that.
that finally got ironed out.
Dude,
Yeah, 'cause he had
I
nothing to
knew
do
that
with
was
writing.
going to work out okay for him.
Because
Yeah.
he didn't do the writing. He just
No,
made the picture.
He was the odd man out. He did the art for a guy. The art got out there. Whatever happened to it, happened to it. Lessons were learned. And I think ultimately
Hello? Oh, come on. This was good shit. Are you guys all gone? No. Okay, we're back. Sorry, everyone. Well, Scott.
Oh yeah. What were we talking about? Cornette. Oh, with the shirt.
Yeah. Well, man. You know, he was in the middle of like some really nice words about it, and then gone.
No, dude, I was just saying that you know, if in this situation all lessons have been learned, and everybody's kind of settled into their corner, and you know they're you know, and if Cornette's cutting a piece off for Shaheen, then I say that's wonderful.
I agree.
If he recognizes, you know, because Cornette actually said it on his podcast. He kind of in the middle of his tirade. If you'll listen to the very first one he did, God,
Hi, Mike.
What?
Hi, Mike.
Fuck? If in the middle of his tirade, he said that as he was looking at the picture, he goes, "This guy's kind of talented."
Well, I mean, he is. The guy's amazing, dude.
It's a very creative picture of Cornette, and he recognized that. So, I mean, if everybody has you know gone to their appropriate places, and the people concerned are all getting a taste of it, plus charity's getting a piece, hey man,
Isn't that the best fucking part of the whole thing?
that's all, dude. Then it's all beautiful.
Yeah,
it's all
It's
beautiful.
a win-win situation all across the board.
And to be honest with you, I'm extra glad this happened because I'm a big Jim Cornette fan and I listen to his show all the time. And I would hate to have to be like, well, fuck that guy. He's a dick.
Well, dude, you know, and
But I would because, you know, that's our boys. But fuck, man.
And it is. I understand it, but you know, I get what in that very weird sort of, you know, I'm an old capitalist way. I get what Cornette did.
Hey, dude, I do too. Even from the very beginning, I was like, you know, he kind of has every right to be really upset with what's going on here. I mean, I was never like, fuck Jim Cornette, but I was like,
And the funny
it's our
thing
friends is what makes it weird, you know? It's like this fucking Shaheen.
That was never Shaheen's. That wasn't Shaheen's part of the gimmick.
No, I know.
Shaheen drew. He created.
He drew the face, and then the dude added the text on there and started making it a T-shirt available for public sale.
Exactly, and I think that, you know, and that's what got. I think that's what really got him hot under the collar. I don't know that for a fact, but it would get me hot under the collar.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I get it. I get it. Was it handled appropriately for guys our age? Yes. You know.
Yep.
You and the horse you rode in on, son. You just you tried to fuck the wrong pony. Wrong pony. Sorry.
No, I did not get it, but you tried to fuck it.
You know, but you know, dude, it's like that. I was told this by smarter people than me a long time ago. Dude, there are just in this world there are bears that you do not poke. Ever. Cornette's one of those.
Yeah, have you ever heard a Jim Cornette story?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So
He's a legitimate, doesn't take any shit kind of guy. He's the real deal.
So, dude, there are just, you know, in this life, there are certain bears that you don't poke. You just pass them on by, leave them alone, let them do their thing. And here again, that's why I said it earlier. Lesson learned. And apparently everybody that, you know, all the lessons learned here have come out on the positive side.
Man, this is a long shout out, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I got a nuclear heat video I made, and I'm just going to loop it over this the whole time we're talking about it.
There you go.
And everyone can look at all of his wonderful graphics that I took screen caps of. It was a lot of work. I hope you fuck faces not you, Shaheen. I mean the viewers appreciate what I'm doing for you right now.
Yes, listen, I'm sure the fuck faces will appreciate the fuck out of it.
Who's next?
Yeah,
Let's
so
get this
it
going.
would be best to listen on YouTube, is what he's saying. Can't see it if you're not watching on YouTube.
That's a fair point.
Correct.
All right, well, yeah, I guess it's time to move on again in the shout-outs.
Yeah.
Make sure to check out Wrestling Soup with Anthony Missionary Thomas, Joey Numbers, and John Draper.
Big, hot, steaming bowl. I like the kind that has the little alphabets in it.
He smells things in it,
Yep.
mainly poop.
Like WWE sucks.
Like I said, poop.
Raw is raw dog.
Raw is bore.
Yeah, you can check out Wrestling Soup at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time on Mixler. And then immediately following them on Mixler, you can check out the WNC Souper
Party with our lovely co-host, Papa Dave.
You damn right.
And some other fellows who we made fun of earlier.
Look at Mike. Jesus Christ.
Hi, Mike.
Him and Johnny, man, it's like...
Yes, that's what Dave, Papa Dave, Johnny Florida, Michael Andolini, and Jenk.
Yeah, see, and Jink's conspicuous by his absence. He's a gentleman.
Yeah.
That was a slow burn. That's nice, Papa Dave. That was a good one.
I come up with one every now and then.
That's good stuff. It takes like 2 seconds to hey, what up, June? It takes about 2 seconds to all the way get that joke all the way, and then it's very, very funny.
Is June in the chat room?
He just came in.
Oh, June.
It's always nice to have a homosexual in the chat with us.
Hey, June.
For anyone not in the chat right now, his name is a homosexual. I wasn't calling him one in a derogatory manner.
That's okay. I'll be derogatory towards him.
He makes me feel good about myself because he wants to rape me.
I'll take that bullet.
Oh, shit, look, there's Luke. You tardy motherfucker.
Luke.
Look, here's the thing. I understand, like, wanting to rape a person, and that's real love, because do you know how hard it is to do all that hard work to hold them down while still maintaining an erection? So he must really think I'm something special, and that shit flatters
really
me.
into you.
I know, right? I'm like, man, I got a real fan out there. Thank you, June. Thank you.
Beefer.
Wait, we're doing shout-outs. What are we doing here?
Yeah. Shout out to Don, Tony, and Kevin Castle show.
DTKC.
Check them out for sure all throughout the week. They got all kinds of different shows, especially if you go to their Patreon.
Yep.
And check out The Inhuman Experience with Bobby Anthem and Bobby Blades.
Killer.
My voice.
Killer.
That's my inhuman voice that I do for that.
And make sure you definitely check out Bobby's solo project, In Search for My Lost Soul. Fucking love it. Oh, God.
One of my favorite podcasts.
Don't even know. It's almost like there's no reason to even say that because people are already listening.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And for that, they should get in the corner. That's where they belong.
Yup, nasty.
Yuck, nasty and Dog Baby.
Dog
I haven't checked the
style.
score in a while, but I'm pretty sure Dog Baby kicked our ass this week in fantasy football. So.
Not to mention, he apparently on the last episode of Get in the Corner whipped my ass in the stuttering contest as well. So he's like the undisputed king this week.
Yeah, and we made a wager, and since it looks like I lost, I have to send him my grandma's ashes for him to do with what he pleases, I guess.
That is, man, I hope he does that shit on Facebook Live.
Yeah, make sure to check them out every Wednesday.
I don't know what he's going to do, but I'm sure whatever it is, it'll be dogga style. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here all night. And don't forget to tip your waitresses. They are working hard out there for you tonight.
I hate them goddamn interwebs, man. They're terrible.
Yeah. But that's where you find the pornos.
You know, and the podcast.
If it weren't for pornos, I'd just read books.
I like the pornos when chubby girls step all over food like you just stepped all over Cheez Man's Segway attempt.
I did step all over them.
I like the podcast where they get really stoned while they're talking about wrestling, like our brothers in Smoke, Suplex City Limits.
Oh, that is some good shit to listen to. Because, like, we do that too, so of course we are akin to listening to such.
Yeah. Like I said.
And after all, that is where we were introduced to burbs.
Them Suplex City Limit fellers are better than fat girls stepping on nanners.
And finally, the
what
true
about.
Texas accent comes out. He forgot to keep up kayfabe for a minute.
No,
It's
man,
like,
that's
nice work,
on
Lana.
the other side of the family. That's Louisiana for you.
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
And make sure to check out Jason Solomon at Solomonster Sounds Off.
Yes. He's a monster.
Great.
Spooky, scary.
Just in time for Halloween.
And fucking speaking of spooky and scary, things haven't been right in their absence, but we're hoping to see them back soon. And that's the Transcontinental Project with Sensible Sam and Luke Birch.
Hey now.
Hey now, hey now.
Which features the smoky, sultry, gorgeous Luke Birch and the one with the unique voice, Sensible Sam. Whew. Couple of hotties.
Indeed. And they're strongly endorsed by one Klondike Bill.
Yes, they are. And
We endorse Klondike Bill.
Let's observe a moment of touching tips in honor of the Transcontinental
let's
Project.
all touch tips.
Touch tips.
Mojo's is bigger than
I
ours.
get it now. My God, you're on top of things, man.
His is the biggest. He got a big wiener.
Whoa, baby.
And remember,
I didn't know this deep into the show you guys are this fucking good.
And again, just in case that one didn't come through clearly earlier, shout out again to Klondike Bill.
Klondike Bill, master of the promo, holder of the belt,
He's balls deep.
haver
Are you?
of the long hair.
Are you balls deep?
I'm hilt deep, but the balls aren't touching anything. Does that count?
Whenever I get the Mixler alert in time, I find that I'm usually balls deep in It's Pathetic with Scott and Rybread.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Love that show.
The most ironically named show in podcast land.
You know, it is not pathetic at all.
and thank you, Scott, for being a regular listener on most of our shows.
Yeah, Scott's been here right since we started.
Yeah, man. Scott's
Big
been
show.
around. He's like us, man. Scott's been around a while.
Not to mention, he's a handsome devil.
He's a beautiful human being.
Just putting
Indeed.
that out there, or putting that in there, as it were. Okay, moving on.
Shout out to Norwal. Not Norwal music, but Norwal.
It's just Norwal now. He changed it.
Yep.
He makes background music on YouTube. You can go listen to it if you like, or if you need some music for your podcast or the film you're working on or something, go check him out.
Yep. And also, shout out, last but not least, to motherfucking Spade.
Motherfuckers pay.
That's all capitals, but it don't matter. None of this matters.
MFSPAID.
Not SPADE. You're going to end up with a pack of playing cards that doesn't work in your CD player.
Yep. Or a fucking shovel that's gonna cross out the ass to have shit.
Some space.
Or you're going to accidentally download Motorhead, as Mojo just laid on us there.
Yep.
I have this several times over. I don't need to download Ace of Spades again. Oh, sorry.
I said MS Spade. Alexa, what the fuck? You're lucky I can't beat you.
Useless bitch.
And that's our shout-out segment.
Episode 80 of Wrestling Time Marks is just about cashed. I've been your host, Roquefort Cheeseman, joined along with
Mojo, psychic, tour host of the afterlife.
Yeah, I'm Papa Dave.
And
But let me say this, guys. This has been a hell of a lot of fun. Thank you so much for letting me fuck around with you guys. You're a hell of a crew.
any fucking time, Dave.
You boys are a hell of a crew.
You are welcome to come on anytime. Love having you on.
and,
We appreciate the kind words.
and of course, I am G Wiz Willoughby. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook, LOL. That's facebook.com/thehighmarks. Or you can get us on the gram. That's instagram.com/thehighmarks. You can also tweet at us. That's twitter.com/thehighmarks. Our original home is YouTube. But if you want the audio only video, you can go to anchor.fm/thehighmarks. It's usually there about a half hour before everything else if you like to be the first guy. If you like to be first. And of course, please go to WrestlingSuit.com to find our links as well.
Dave, you want to plug the podcast real quick?
The WNC Souper Party, you find us live at mixler.com/WNC show. We post on Fridays after the show goes live on Thursdays. You will find us wherever you find your favorite podcast. Look for the WNC Souper Party. Also look for the WNC Network, where, by the way, you happen to find wonderful programs like Transcontinental Project, Johnny Flores Reality Check, and so much more to come. Thank you for that.
Of course. We're going to have our guy, Andy Kindler, take us out this week. So if there's nothing further, gentlemen.
I do have one final plug. BuyWithAPony.com. Good night.
Take us out, Andy.
A little while ago, the singer John Mayer got in trouble because he was in a Playboy interview. They asked him if he was attracted to black women, and he referred to his penis as a white supremacist. I think he was trying to be funny, attempting humor. I know where he's coming from. I was a stage magician for a while, and I called myself the Grand Wizard. Is that wrong? Am I the bad guy all of a sudden? Does that...
Ignorant. Change it.
It's the
Where it goes.
final countdown.
No, that's worse.
Ignorant. Change it.
I was paying attention.
Ignorant. Change it.
You ask for money so you can go buy a hooker.
Ignorant. Change it.
So happy together. The Rascals.
I can't see me loving nobody but you.
Robot life.
Ignorant. Change it.
Anyway.
Ignorant. Change it.
Wu-Tang.
Ignorant. Change it.
Son of a bitch.
Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang.
Ignorant. Change it.
Yeah, so this week we're going to stick with the NWO for the watch along. We'll be watching NWO Power.
Ignorant. Change it.
Somebody needs to feed that fucking squirrel.
Ignorant. Change it.
I'm sorry, loud and clear. Yes, boss. I
Coming
do.
in really good.
Are you hearing all three of us?
I do.
Okay.
I just got this weird thing is occurring. I've shut the speakers off on my desk speakers here, but they're still playing.
Okay. Could it be your telephone? Because the same thing happened to Cheez Man recently.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. You might be right.
See?
Yep.
You may be right. Hold on.
No problem.
I did that like a week or two ago, I think.
Okay. Get that away. Take that away. Hang that up. That's completely unnecessary.
Goddamn technologies.
What? There's so much fucking clutter in my life.
You should see my room. It's a recording studio and a bedroom and a pawn shop. Because I do a lot of eBay business. My shit is crazy. I got shit stacked everywhere. I literally am the king of clutter. The best part is I know where every damn thing is.
I was going to say, you have it well organized, though, to your credit. Like, you got a lot of shit in there, but it's organized.
Yeah. It's as organized as you can get something to have this much in a room this small, for sure.
For some ghostly reason, you're not turning off on my phone. You're not leaving my you.
Okay, turn the volume all the way down.
That's what I'm.
Life hack it.
I'm gonna have to do that now.
Life hack.
Holy smoke!
They really want you to hear us.
Ignorant. Change it.
Come touch my genitals. What is the point of this website?
Ignorant. Change it.
You're hitting what? Record. What is that?
Just in case any more good anus jokes happen.
I thought we raped here.
Ignorant. Change it.
Fuck me.
Ignorant. Change it.
Oh my God!
Ignorant. Change it.
Fill me in.
Ignorant. Change it.
You know, you're batting right up my.
Ignorant. Change it.
Are you talking about your dick again?
Ignorant. Change it.
Are you talking about your dick again? Oh my God! buck me right up my fill me in.
Goddamn.
I'm sorry, I got caught up in the moment.
Ignorant. Change it.
So exciting and new.
Exciting and new.
Ignorant. Change it.
Yeah, what the hell's going on here? This isn't wrestling time marks at all. Why am I still recording all this?
Ignorant. Change it.
Go fondle me.
Ignorant. Change it.
Oh, but anyway, man, we have a hell of a good time, and we dig doing the show. And my fucking lights are dimming.
Well, I mean, it happens with age, buddy.
Okay, they're all right now. God,
I was gonna say I didn't think
Whatever. Fuck you guys.
think
Head alternator.
That was the best
secondhand
joke
weed
of the night.
smoke could go through
I didn't hear it.
the internet.
Fuck.
and my fucking lights are dimming.
Well, I mean, it happens with age, buddy.
Ignorant. Change it.
And, well, I guess that just leaves us with the AEW double dose.
Double dose.
The AE double dose. Oh, man, we gotta fucking patent that shit. I gotta make a theme song for it. AE double dose. You had to cough over it, didn't you?
The Rascals aren't in that.
Ignorant. Change it.
I'd rather not mount Mojo.
Ignorant. Change it.
Dave has joined the call.
And I can hear he's monitoring us in the background. I sound fabulous.
I probably sound like shit.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
sweetie, you do sound fabulous, baby.
Thank you.
You really do. I think of the three of you, you're the sexiest.
I agree with you. He's right, you
That's
know.
going on voice and not physical appearance.
Can you still hear me?
He just likes me the best because
that
that one time I let him bang my girlfriend to show me how to do it right.